What is going on, guys? Evan here from Evan Sports Corner. I'm back with another live stream here on the channel. And today we got ourselves a good one. Between the Texas Rangers and the Baltimore Orioles, 0-1 count from Nathan Eovaldi. That pitch is swung on and hit into left field. That's going to be bouncing foul. Yeah, used to stream setup we got here. This ball went foul barely. Yeah, man, this should be a great game. Game 3, Rangers looking to return to the ALCS. 0-2 pitch from Eovaldi inside. Strike 3, Nathan Eovaldi, fans Adley Rutschman. And 2 away here. Pitch is swung on and hit into right field, and that's for a base hit. And Anthony Santander's got the Orioles' first base runner of the day. This is the pitch from Nathan Eovaldi. And this ball got sent. There you go, Nathan Eovaldi with the pitch right there, and it got sent into right field. So there you go. Strike 1 right there. 0-1 count. A 1 count here from Nasty Nate, and that pitch is swung on and fouled off. Oh, 2 count here. Oh, 2 swung on and missed. Strike 3. Eovaldi fans him and strands a runner. And there you go. We're gonna head to the bottom of the inning here in Baltimore, in Texas here. So there you have it. What a start to the game here from the Rangers. Great job by Nathan Eovaldi to fan his guys and make an inning relatively easy. Yeah, all the credit in the world going to Nasty Nate. Did a great job that inning. Working, fanning the guys. I mean, he just did a heck of a job. There's nothing else you can really say about Nathan Eovaldi right there. He was on point in that first inning. So, there you go for the Rangers. They get the job done. Nathan Eovaldi coming in. and making it all happen. And the Rangers are off to a terrific start here in this one. But yeah, that's just a great inning. Evaldi came in, gave a hit, but he fanned most of the guys pretty easily, did a heck of a job, did what he needed to do. And that is what you like to see for this Texas Rangers team that's getting ready to go. This is going to be a great night in Rangers history. Lineup for the Texas Rangers tonight: Marcus Semien, Corey Seager, Nathaniel Lowe, Adolis Garcia. I believe they got Evan Carter at that 5-hole. And Dean Kremer is the man who's expected to save the Baltimore Orioles season. He is the guy who has to come in and make it happen for Baltimore. They've struggled these first few games. On the pitching side, they struggled last game. They're going to need a great performance from Dean Kremer tonight. And so he will be tasked with shutting down a high-powered Rangers offense. Here's the first pitch to Marcus Semien, and it's in the dirt for ball one. Here we go. Marcus Semien. 1-0 count to Marcus Semien, and that is going to be on the outside for ball two. And Corey Seager and the guys are ready to go, man. This is going to be a great night. The Rangers have an opportunity to make it to the ALCS. And on the back of Marcus Semien and Corey Seager, as that pitch is in there for a strike from Dean Kremer. 2-1 count here from Marcus Semien with the Rangers leadoff hitters. We got the ump cam here. I love this little ump cam that they do. Pitch looks like it is a bit outside. 3-1 count now to Semien. That's what you like to see. Semien pops one up into the right side and one away. So there you go. One out, and now here comes the Rangers' top player. Corey Seager will be batting for this Texas Rangers lineup. Here we go. 5 walks last game, a single game postseason record for Corey Seager. A single game postseason record. He was being very patient, making some great decisions at the plate. Very disciplined guy. As that pitches to Seager, and oh my goodness. And it was almost, he looked like Seager was ready to hammer that baseball. Oh man, that was close. That was a very scary moment for the Baltimore Orioles. They definitely did not want to let Corey Seager get a hold of one. 0-1 count, and that's inside to Seager. Now it's even at 1-1. 327 batting average on the year, just shy of that American League batting crown. Here's the pitch to Seager. He swings and drive deep out to right field. It's gone! Home run, Corey Seager! He crushed it! He got all of that baseball, baby. 1-0 Rangers on an absolute bomb. There's a moment for Corey Seager. There it is. He just hit an absolute bomb. Oh, 1 count here to Garver, and that pitch is swung on and fouled off. It'll be 0-2 now. Corey Seager with his 14th career postseason homer. 1-2 count. Two, 2-2 now. Garver putting together a heck of an at bat. But Corey Seager, man, that's just a franchise altering player. And I mean, he's a guy who is an absolute superstar. As Garver pops one up behind home plate, Rutschman trying to get it, and he will retire Mitch Garver, and that will be the second out of the inning. Here comes Adolis Garcia to the plate. Perfect. There's a strike on Adolis Garcia. Adolis, big hack on that pitch, and that's 2 strikes to Adolis Garcia. 0-2 count to Adolis. Oh, 2 to Adolis. Pitch. Swung on and sent out to center field, and that's going to drop for a base hit. And there you go, Adolis Garcia getting on base and making it happen. And that's what you needed from Adolis Garcia, one of the top players on this team, one of the better players. Making a big impact right there, getting the end of the barrel on that baseball. And that's what Adolis Garcia does. He's a fantastic baseball player. So here we go. Bomb the first 2 outs here. And here comes the rookie Evan Carter. That's inside for ball 1 to the young superstar Evan Carter, who's one of just the best players on this team, man. He has been a phenomenal for this franchise. They have needed a guy like Evan Carter to step up and be great, and that's what he's done. 1-0 count here to Evan Carter. And that's going to be swung on and hit into left field. That's a base hit. And Evan Carter continues to be great. This is not an ordinary rookie that we are watching. Evan Carter is something else, man. He is something special. I tell you what, man. This rookie, he's not an ordinary rookie. And there you go, man. That's what you want to see from Evan Carter. He always puts together a lot of quality at bats. Here's Jonah Heim, bomb of the first 2 outs, and Heim will smartly take that pitch in the dirt for a ball. So here is the 1-0 pitch to Heim about to come from Kramer. Ball 2. Oh, my bad. Ball 2. We got ourselves an interesting 2-7. So the dimensions at Globe Life Field, obviously a playoff game hasn't been played in a while, but dead center is a 407, left field 329, left center 372, 374 in right center, and 326 right field is Heim. He went swinging for the fences on that one, and he swings and misses at that, so it'll be a 2-1 count to Jonah Heim here. So there you go. Jonah Heim doing what Jonah Heim likes to do, likes to swing, and he swings hard, heavy, trying to get the Rangers some extra runs in this first inning. What an inning it's been for them. As Heim sends one out to center field. Mullins going back at the warning track, and he'll make the catch just shy of the warning track to end the inning. The Rangers do get a run from their superstar, Corey Seager. Have yourself an inning, my man. What a job by Seager. And we'll head to the top of the second with the Rangers leading 1-0. So if you're a Rangers fan, we can't really ask for much of a better start. Yeah, no, I can't really ask for a better start to this baseball game than Corey Seager hitting an absolute nuke, absolute tank shot to right field. Heck of a job by him. I mean, he is absolutely doing great things, and he's a superstar, man. There's nothing really much more you can say about the guy. He is coming up big in the big moments for this franchise, and I mean, where would this team be without their man Corey Seager? He is an absolute star in this league, and time after time, the guy keeps proving it. So a 1-0 lead for the Rangers. I'm a little scattered right now. I'm still trying to figure things out. I'm still trying to get adjusted to this setup that I've got going on. So if you want a description of the setup, so pretty much we have OBS and obviously the scoreboard like image running on the computer. I had to put some logos in because Keep the Score doesn't allow me to like put the logos in straight from there. So I had to put them in manually, which was kind of annoying, but I had to do that. So I have that going on the computer. On the iPad, I have the chat and the stream, the viewer count, and all that stuff. All of that stuff. And I have the connection, mostly for the connection, just to make sure that there's no connection issues. Everything's running smoothly. I'm operating the scoreboard from my phone. So all the stuff that like pops up, I check on OBS because that's where the live updates are at, and that's what you guys are seeing on OBS, the live update, and it's me just messing with. Yeah, man. We got ourselves quite a interesting setup here. Plus, we got the stream deck with the horn for anything that the Rangers do good. It's a complicated setup that I just started doing today. But I mean, the last baseball stream I did was really low quality in my opinion, where I had to kept flicking up and down, and you guys would like see the scoreboard and see the little controls. So now, if I'm able to do it from another device, it makes things go a lot smoother, which is obviously ideal. And I'm also trying to watch the game and do commentary. But yeah, it's not an easy process. It's been a little tricky but we're figuring it out. We're starting to get things going, and yeah, we're doing better. So Corey Seager with his 14th career postseason homer, one of the highest among shortstops, as Evaldi throws a beautiful strike in there to Ryan O'Hearn. And there's Ryan O'Hearn, who's 0 for 25 in his last 25 at bats. He has been awful. After hitting 289 in the regular season, O'Hearn bounces one foul, 0-2 count now. But yeah, this is a guy who batted, closer to 300 in the regular season. And now he is 0 for 25. He's on a massive, massive, massive slump, and obviously could not have come at a worse time for the Baltimore Orioles. Here's an 0-2 count from Nathan Eovaldi, who's trying to put together another great performance today. Pitch is a little high, they say. We got the Kim. I actually really do like the Kim. I think that was a great addition by the broadcast. I think this was on Fox today, so this is great. O'Hearn is 0 for 2 in this series with a strikeout. Here's the 1-2 from Evaldi, and that's swung on and bounced foul. Will remain at 1-2. So Nathan Evaldi pitched a heck of a game out in Tampa Bay. Rangers won that series 2-0. Started off this series with an Andrew Heaney gem in game one, and then Jordan Montgomery and the Rangers offense exploded in game two. Here's the 1-2 for Evaldi. Swung on and bounced to the right side. Evaldi's going to beat it there and get the out at first. And O'Hearn is retired once again and one down here in the top of the second. The Rangers pitching this postseason a 2.5 ERA. Opponents are only hitting 244. They've walked 8 hitters, and a lot of those hitters were walked in that game one against the Orioles. The bullpen really did not do a great job with allowing guys on base, but they did close it out, so I can't complain too much. So here we go. Austin Hayes to the plate. He's actually had a pretty solid series, 3 for 7 with a double and a couple walks. He's been very solid for this Baltimore Orioles offense. One of their better guys. Him, Gunnar Henderson, Adley Rutschman have all played pretty well. Batting sixth here, and Evaldi's pitch is swung on, hardly hit to the shortstop, Simeon. Second baseman Simeon, who retires the guy at first base. 2 away. Said shortstop Simeon. Second base Simeon. That ball is hit really hard. But Simeon is one of the best defensive second basemen, one of the best second basemen, period, but one of the best defensive second baseman in all of baseball, and he easily retires Austin Hayes. And we have 2 outs here in the top of the second, and it will be, let's see who the Orioles have up. Is Evaldi doing solid? It is Cedric Mullins up to the bat here, and that pitch is going to be in there for a strike to Mullins, who has been a solid player in recent years and one of the more important players in this Orioles order, but he's only hitting .230 this season, and 0 for 8 this series. So a lot of this Orioles lineup have gone straight cold as Mullins takes a strike on that outside corner. What a pitch from Nathan Evaldi. And now it is an 0-2 count. Mullins trying to stand in there and make something happen. Nathan Evaldi's got this Rangers crowd on their feet. Trying to get a quick 1-2-3 inning here. 0-2 pitch from Nasty Nate. And he winds and fires, and it's swung and grounded to a Lowe. Lowe will flip it to Evaldi, and that is the end of the inning. Great work by Evaldi, another quick one, and the Rangers lead 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the second. Evaldi feeling good early on in this one. So there you have it. Nathan Evaldi doing a great job early on in this game, and the Rangers leading 1-0 heading in the bottom of the second. And yeah, the Rangers already with 3 hits to the Orioles 1. Honestly, just a great job by the Rangers in that first inning to get to Dean Kremer early on. Corey Seager hitting that absolute nuke was great. And then seeing good quality at bats from Adolis Garcia, Evan Carter, and even Jonah Heim. Very quality at bats from those guys. And overall, just a very solid inning from the Rangers. They get a run. And again, they got to get to the Orioles early today and, demoralize them. Because at the end of the day, the Rangers have the home crowd behind them in this series. The first playoff game in Globe Life Field history. And this is a absolutely monumental moment for this Rangers franchise. This is a big moment for them. As a Rangers fan, it sucks to admit, but it has been a long time since this franchise has been in this good of a position. They haven't been successful in the last long time. It's been a long time since these guys have been good, and it's great to see that they're finally back to the good old days of 2010, 2011, 2012 days where they had a really good baseball team. And this team is special, man. They got a good group of guys. There were a lot of issues coming in the postseason that they've really done a great job of responding to. And I'm very proud of these guys for making it happen. They're having a heck of a series right now against the Baltimore Orioles. They've played very well throughout the whole postseason, from top to bottom. The lineup has been mashing very well. The pitching staff, especially the starters, have all pitched really well. Andrew Heaney, Nathan Evaldi, and Jordan Montgomery have all pitched very well. I think, yeah, they've pitched very well. And the bullpen has actually been very solid, so I'm happy about those guys. Give credit to Aroldis Chapman, Jose Leclerc especially, but Aroldis Chapman, Jose Leclerc, Josh Boers. These are the big games that you have to win, and you don't want to leave the door open for the Orioles to come back. Just slam the door shut today. Take it to the ALCS. Get a couple extra days off. Again, any day helps. Every rest day helps, and especially with Max Scherzer hopefully coming back soon, getting those extra rest days in there will definitely help the Rangers out. So I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to it, man. But I'm very happy with the way the Rangers are playing so far. They're getting off to a good start. Offense is looking like they're picking right where they left off in Game 2. And hopefully for this Rangers team, this is going to be a great day. ALCS bound for the first time since 2011, potentially, is what's on the line for this ball club today. So here we go. It'll be Nathaniel Lowe leading off here against Kremer, and that's a ball that's going to hit the bottom of the strike zone for strike 1. There we go. Dean Kremer on the mound, not the Orioles' headline guy, but he is one of their better pitchers. He's a guy they trust, and obviously they have him in a big situation here. They definitely have to rock with a guy they trust. 0-2 count here as Nathaniel Lowe's taking a couple strikes lower part of the zone. Here we go. Nasty Nate. 0-2 count. And Lowe will swing and foul it off, and that'll get us back to an 0-2 count once again. So Nathaniel Lowe in a situation where he has to just try to get back that early season form. He's been a guy who's slumped at times this year. Hopefully, he'll get hot in these playoffs. He takes that pitch high and inside for ball one. 1-2 count now. Josh Young, the rookie, waiting on deck. He hit a home run in I believe it was game one that Josh Young homered in. So obviously, getting contributions throughout the lineup is key. As Lowe takes another one inside, 2-2 count to Nathaniel Lowe. Kremer, obviously, the Rangers want to get that pitch count up, make them go to the bullpen as early as possible. They don't have Felix Bautista at that back end to slam the door shut. That is huge. 2-2 to Lowe. Pitch is swung on and cracked foul by Nathaniel Lowe. Lowe probably wishes I'm not going to lie, Lowe probably wishes he had that one back. That was more towards the center of the plate. But this is a matchup right here. Two of the better young baseball clubs and two of the better, teams in the American League that I expect to see each other or at least be in the playoffs for years to come. As Lowe does a great job taking that one high. It's a full count now. We'll talk about this later more, but the Orioles and the Rangers both have great rosters right now, and they both have a lot of potential in the future. A lot of great young talent up the pipeline. Here's a full count pitch to Lowe, and that one is going to be fouled off, so it'll be a full count. But I mean, you talk about young guys on both sides. Evan Carter, Wyatt Langford, two young stars for this Rangers team. Josh Young making the All-Star team as a young star at third base in his first year as a rookie, arguably the best third baseman in the game, or one of the best. Josh Young was incredible. Talking about those guys and a lot of good young talent. And the pipeline is Low, fouling off another one. Heck of a battle he's got going with Kremer here. Rangers got a lot of young talent. Young, Carter, Langford in the pipeline, ready to come up hopefully next season. And then Simeon and Seager locked down for years. Rangers got a special squad, not to mention Leody Taveras, very solid outfielder. As Lowe fouling off another one, him and Kremer having quite the battle. And on the Orioles side of things, you got a lot of young talent over there as well. I mean, not even mentioning number one prospect in all of baseball, Jackson Holliday, who will probably be up in the show next year. But you got Grayson Rodriguez, who's a fantastic young pitcher. You got Gunnar Henderson, who's probably going to win Rookie of the Year. I think Josh Young's better, but Josh Young missed a lot of time towards the back half of the season. Gunner's very good as well. Here's the full count pitch, and Lowe fouling off another one. What an at-bat we have going on between Nathaniel Lowe and Dean Kremer. But like I said, those guys, a lot of young talent. This is a matchup that you could expect to see in not just this year, but many more years. Here's a full count pitch. Loser of this battle will certainly be devastated. Here's the full count pitch to Lowe, and he fouls off another one. I think that was the 12th pitch of the at bat. Nathaniel Lowe and Dean Kremer are just going at it right now. And this Rangers crowd is electric. Will Kremer finally make a mistake? Full count to Lowe once again. And Lowe staying alive. That one might have been a little outside, though, but Lowe protecting the plate. And I mean, this at bat just seems like it's never going to end. Lots of four-seam fastballs from Kremer, couple cutters here and there, and a sinker as well. I mean, it's just been an absolute battle to get Lowe out. Here's the full count pitch. It's swung on and fouled off again. Will this at bat ever end? I'm not sure. I genuinely don't know if this at bat will ever end. It has been going on for 500 years. Full count pitch, another one from Kremer to Lowe. Will this one be the one? Lowe sends it into left field, and this one's going to be caught, though. So Kremer, it took him a long time, but eventually he's able to retire Nathaniel Lowe for the first out of the inning. That right there was a true adventure from Nathaniel Lowe and Dean Kremer. He's at 37 pitches right now, and I think before the at bat, he was at like in the low 20s. That at bat was insane. Shout out to Kremer though, man. He battled, kept throwing strikes, and now here comes the rookie Josh Young. He swings and lines one into left field. That one gets by the shortstop Mateo for a base hit, and Josh Young he gets the Rangers a base runner. So after Kremer had that long, grueling at bat against Nathaniel Lowe, Josh Young comes right back and gets the first pitch single. Oh, you're Kremer. That's got to stink a little bit because, like, great at bat, worked it really well against Lowe, got the out, but then just gave up a one pitch single right after. Here's Leody Taveras, and he'll take that one for a strike. Great pitch there by Leody to Leody Taveras. A guy who's been streaky at times this year, but honestly, he's had some very good moments in the playoffs. He's had some nice hits, and he's a guy who plays an interesting center field. He makes some nice plays out there. He also has some boners out there. Here's an 0-1 pitch to Leody down in the dirt. So Leody standing in there right now, and he's trying to make things happen. Leody with a big swing and miss there. One-two count here from Kramer to Taveras. Swung on and popped up into foul territory. Henderson over there, and Gunner's going to make that catch and retire Leody Taveras for the second out of the inning. So, one on, two outs here, and that will bring up the one hitter, Marcus Semien. So, the Rangers have batted through this order already through the second inning. The Rangers have batted through the order, and now here comes one of the game's most dangerous leadoff hitters, Marcus Semien. A guy who hasn't been playing his best baseball in this postseason, but we're expecting him to make some big plays. Here is Semien 0 for 1 against Kramer, and he swings on that outside slider, a pitch that Semien has struggled to lay off of in recent weeks. And there you go. 0-1 pitch here to Marcus Semien after he swung and missed at the first one. And here's Kramer. That one is Ooh, umpire calls that a strike. It looked like it was outside the zone. Adley Rutschman able to frame it and get the umpire to call that. He's 2 for 11 this series, does have an RBI, but definitely not Semien's best performance. Here is the 0-2 pitch to Marcus Semien. Rutschman sets up outside, and that one is going to be off the plate. Ball one. So now, Marcus Semien, yeah, definitely hasn't had his best series. Obviously, I'd love to get him going and get him back to where he needs to be. But Kramer working up a pretty high pitch count, throwing in the 20s in both innings. So not ideal for him. Here's the 1-2 as he'll go back to first base, check on Josh Young. But yeah, definitely he's racking up that pitch count. And if he keeps continuing to throw this amount of pitches, I mean, he will definitely be. If the pace is going, he's going to be at like 80 pitches in the fourth inning. So definitely something to watch out for. 1-2 count to Semien and a big pitch here. That one's high and tight. 2-2 count. Semien trying to stay in there. And it's a 2-2 count to Marcus Semien. For this Rangers team, they're looking to string some more hits together. 4 hits as a team in total. First 2 innings. Here is Kramer's payoff pitch, and Semien lines one into the gap in left field. That's going to be a base hit. Josh Young heading to third. The throw is in, and Josh Young is going to be at third, and Marcus Semien is going to have a double. What a heck of an at-bat from Marcus Semien. And the Rangers have 2 on in scoring position. Great job by Semien to stay alive in this at-bat. And he lines that one perfectly through the middle between the shortstop and Josh Young on his horse here. Not able to score. Ball didn't go completely into the gap. It was just, hit a kind of a dead spot in that outfield. And the Orioles are going to make the executive decision to intentionally walk Corey Seager. So there's the Orioles making the decision. And they are going to bring up, I believe this is Mitch Garver, who hit a grand slam in the last game for the Rangers. So Garver with an opportunity to hit a grand slam in back-to-back games. Big situation, bases loaded, 2 outs, and a pitch is in for a strike to Mitch Garver. So this is as good as it gets here, folks. 0-1 count. Mitch Garver. Here we go. Bases loaded after intentionally walking Seager. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Kramer to Garver. And the pitch is line. Come on! That's a base hit into left field. Young's gonna score. Ball's still in the corner. Simeon's gonna score. And the Rangers lead 3-0. Mitch Garver with a double. And it is getting loud at Globe Life Field. Kramer is getting batted around. And Garver just sends that one beautifully down that line. Orioles give up 2 more runs this inning. And it looked like the Orioles were going to get out of this inning unscathed. But Simeon keeping the inning alive with the double. Seager the intentional walk. And the Orioles, they are not in a good situation right now. And the thing is, the Rangers are still threatening. 2 on, 2 out, both runners in scoring position. And this 2-out rally from the Rangers has been incredible. What an absolute monster hit from Mitch Garver, who comes up clutch with the bases loaded once again, showing ALDS Game 2. They showing that on the broadcast. Mitch Garver with an absolute no-doubter grand slam to left field. And then tonight, a 2-run double with the bases loaded. Mitch Garver, what an absolute... And honestly, that was such an underrated pickup by the Rangers, as here's Adolis taking ball 1. What an underrated offseason pickup by the Texas Rangers to pick up Mitch Garver, a guy who has been a solid hitter, a silver slugger, I believe, in the past, as the Orioles have Wells warming up in the pen. Underrated guy. And man, the first half of the season, a lot of mid from Garver as Adolis goes hacking, swinging, and missing. A lot of question marks for Garver. But man, in this second half, ever since the All-Star break, he's been one of the Rangers' best hitters, arguably the best hitter on the team, not named Corey Seager. Unbelievable stretch he's had, and he's picked up right where he left off in the playoffs. It's Adolis fouling that one off. It'll be 1-2. Yeah, Garver is a guy who has played at such a high level for this Texas Rangers team throughout the second half of this year. He's been so big, and in the playoffs, he's certainly left his mark. So a 1-2 count to Adolis Garcia. Garver on second, Seager on third. Still guys in scoring position if Garcia can find the open space in the outfield. But if you're the Orioles right now, this has gone absolutely awful. Your starting pitcher is at 52 pitches in the second inning. The Rangers are absolutely hammering him around the bases. 1-2 count to Adolis Garcia. And here is the pitch from Kramer to Garcia. He sends a fly ball out to left field. Back at the wall. It's gone! Elbow May! Oh my goodness! The Rangers are here! 6-0! Adolis! Unbelievable! Unfreaking believable! Wow. I cannot believe that just happened. I cannot believe that Adolis Garcia just did that. Count to Adolis Garcia. And here is the pitch to Kramer to Garcia. He sends a fly ball on left field. Back at the wall. It's gone! This right now is one of the best sports moments, man. The Texas Rangers are absolutely dominating, and this is awesome, man. This is incredible. 6-0 lead in the bottom of the second. Oh my goodness. Man, this is awesome. The Rangers are doing it. I mean, man, this is insane. So Carter's gonna pop out here to end the inning. What a moment, man. Adolis Garcia getting the job done. Wow. This is that is the way things are going. Oh, 1 count here. But yeah, Evaldi is. Here's Jordan Westberg. That's in there for a strike. But that is the moment, man. Nathan Evaldi now just has to hold on. 6-0 Rangers. Oh, and this crowd is electric. 0-2 count. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. The Rangers are here. Two outs here as Evaldi gets a fly out to left field. And Gunnar Henderson will foul off the first pitch, and it'll be a strike. So this is where we're at in this baseball game. Is the Texas Rangers are up 6-0 in the top of the third. A 1 count. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Oh, 2. High and away. Two after that pitch. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. That's going to be there for a base hit, and the Orioles have a base runner here in the top of the third. Gunnar Henderson able to get himself on base. But yeah, this is incredible. The Rangers are playing at such a high level right now, and again, it's the Rangers. They've had a long history of things, and you know, we we also we know that anything can happen. Well, right now, man, things are looking great. They're playing such great baseball. Here's the pitch in there for a strike. Evaldi, he's pitching so good right now as he throws that one into Rutschman, who struck out in that first inning. And Adley Rutschman, the star of this Orioles team, 1 for 9 in this series. Definitely a disappointing performance from him throughout this series. 0-1 and a swing and a miss. Evaldi, he is feeling good. Orioles have gone 91 consecutive series without being swept, and the last time they got swept was back in the 2022 season. The Orioles are not a baseball team that gets swept, and for them to have their only sweep potentially coming in the playoffs. I mean, just that's obviously the worst situation is Rutschman able to stay alive and foul that pitch off, and it'll be 1-2 now. But this Rangers team has been playing such good baseball down the stretch of this season. Things were looking good in September when what's his name when the Astros came into town and destroyed us. But ever since then, the Rangers have just done what they need to do. They've gotten into the playoffs, and once you get into the playoffs, anything can happen. 0-2. Rutschman swings and sends one deep to center field. Tavares going back on it. He makes the catch at the warning track, and the inning is over. Had to hold my breath for a second there. Thankfully, Rutschman is retired, and the Rangers lead 6-0 in the bottom of the third. Good work, fellas. Good freaking work, boys. All-star catcher Jonah Heim to the play, baby. Let's go. Strike one. Okay, so there you go. 0-1 count to Jonah Heim, bottom of the third. Orioles have officially brought Taylor Wells into the game. And Heim will swing and send this one out to short center field. Mullins coming in on it, and it pops out of his glove for a base hit. Yeah, this ball hit the ground. Mullins didn't really have a chance at that. Heim kind of poked that ball in the perfect spot. When it's not your night, man, those are the types of plays that are going to happen. Here's Nathaniel Lowe to the dish. That ball is inside for ball. Oh, I just wrote out. Ball one. My bad, guys. And Nathaniel Lowe not having his best series. He's 1 for 9. Adolis Garcia, big dinger for the Rangers. And now Lowe will swing and miss for strike one. Lowe had that incredible 15 pitch at bat. And I think that's one of the things that set off that inning is when you make a pitcher work so hard for that one out, it's like he's gonna come out those next few at bats after flat. If you challenge a pitcher, there's more chance for him to make mistakes, as Lowe takes that for a strike, 1-2 now. And in that situation, that's what happened. Lowe made him work. Josh Young got a first pitch single, and then he ended up giving up a few more hits, and then eventually gave up the home run. I mean, that first at bat set the tempo for the inning that the Rangers were going to. Hey, gosh, there we go. 1-2 count. That's inside the Low. 2-2 now. So Low, while he's hitting 1 for 9, I can't really criticize him for that great at bat. That was a very high quality AB from Nathaniel Lowe. Here's the 2-2 count from Wells to Lowe here. And he swings and misses at that pitch high in the zone, strike 3. First out of the inning. So the Orioles have not had good starting pitching this series. Kyle Bradish was pitched 4 2/3 innings in game 1 and gave up 2 runs. He pitched well. Grayson Rodriguez pitched an inning and 2/3 in game 2 and gave up 5 runs. And then Dean Kramer not pitching a good one today at all. So the Orioles starting pitching outside of Bradish in game 1, not a good series for them. Young fouling that one off to the backstop. Here's the 0-2 count to Josh Young. He swings and lifts a fly ball out to left. This one is going to be into foul territory. Yeah, I mean it's been a rough game for the Orioles and their fans, man. They had a great season and they've broken out of their funk as well as the Rangers. Both teams kind of broke out of their long funks that they've had in the last several years. But the Rangers have the best of them this series. As Young sends a fly ball at the right center. Mullins is going to make the catch though. And Heim will have to retreat back to first. Nice job by Cedric Mullins to make that grab. That ball was hit well, but unfortunately for Josh Young, it just stayed up in the air way too long, and there you go. Now here comes Leody Taveras. Taveras hits one out to left field. This one is in foul territory. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the Orioles got to get something going though. Like I said, a 6-run lead is really tough to overcome. A 6-run deficit, my bad. 6-run deficit's tough to overcome. But if you just piece away at it, eventually you might make something happen. 2 strikes to Leote. 1-2 count. 1-2 count to Tavares. Oh, almost caught that corner. Tavares fouling it off. Two to Leote. And that pitch is swung on and fouled off. Two to Leote. Swung on and hit out to left field towards the corner. And they will end the inning. 6-0 lead for the Texas Rangers as we head to the top of the fourth. Anyway, this has been a heck of a start for the Rangers, and the momentum is on their side. They've been playing at such a high level this postseason. Offensively, they're playing like they did at the beginning of the season. Pitching wise, they're pitching so well right now. I think, man, I think we've got a good shot, man. I think this is a heck of a team right now. They're up 2-0. They're up 6-0 in game three. Evaldi is pitching an absolute gem right now. He is just looks so dominant out there. Back in the ALCS, the good old days of Rangers baseball when Nelson Cruz hit that grand slam back in game 2 of that series. And yeah, man, I mean, the Rangers have had some great playoff memories at Globe Life Park in Arlington. Hopefully they'll have some even better ones at Globe Life Field. Here's Nathan Evaldi in the top of the fourth as he throws a pitch that will be fouled off right there by Anthony Santander. Right there to Anthony Santander. So here is the pitch. Santander fouls off another one, 0-2. And the Orioles just keep, and Evaldi's pitching great, but the Orioles keep getting ahead and letting Evaldi get ahead, and they're not really putting a lot of balls in play. And that's kind of the issue here. They're letting him get ahead in the count, and that's why they're striking out so much. And that's why they need to start working. Is Gibson already? I think is that Kyle Gibson or Gibson warming up in the bullpen for the Baltimore Orioles. Here's the 0-2 count, and just misses. Umpire says Evaldi did not get that part of the plate. 1-2 now. But yeah, Evaldi threw 3 innings, two hits, 3 strikeouts, and most importantly, no walks thus far. And that one is inside at 97 miles an hour. It looks like Evaldi's got his good fastball. That's the thing with Nathan Evaldi. He missed a lot of time in that post All-Star break because, that's the thing with Nathan Evaldi. That fastball starting to dip in velo, but you hope he would be ready for these moments as he gets the ground out. Santander grounding out and one away here in this top of the fourth inning. So here are the stats for the Baltimore Orioles. Oh brother, the Orioles were the best in the MLB at scoring first, coming back, and hitting batting average with runners in scoring position. However, in this series, the Orioles haven't scored first. Or did they score first in one of the games? They scored first yesterday. The Orioles had a great record when scoring first. They scored first in game 2 and then ended up losing. They're hitting awful with runners in scoring positions. Mountcastle swings and misses for a strike on Evaldi there. And they're just they obviously don't have a comeback win because they're losing. So the Orioles are just not hitting well with runners in scoring position. They're not doing a good job, and the Rangers are doing a great job at getting guys out. As Evaldi already up 0-2 again in this count, so the Orioles are going against Nasty Nate, and he's putting together an absolute gem. And Mike Elias, the executive VP and GM, watching this game. Orioles might still have some room to grow. They do have established talent, but a lot of young guys, and that's the issue. Here's the 0-2 count from Evaldi. Mountcastle looked like he was a little ahead of that one. Now it'll be 0-2. That curveball from Evaldi dipped in there, and Mountcastle wasn't able to turn on it in time. So Nathan Evaldi missed that time. The fastball, usually sitting in the 97 area, was dipping to like 93, high 93, low 94. Here is Evaldi pitching. He'll throw a ball right there. It'll be a 1-2 count. That fastball hit 98 just now. So getting him right for these moments, getting him right for these playoffs is what is obviously the main priority, and that is exactly what he's been doing. They've done as Evaldi ground ball foul. That's the key right there. It's getting him ready for this, and that was a good decision because they made the playoffs, and Evaldi pitched amazing in Tampa, and now he's pitching well tonight. As Chris Young, the executive VP and GM, we'll talk about him at the end of the inning and the inning break about what he's done to build this Rangers roster. That's a strikeout right there. Fourth of the day for Evaldi, and Mountcastle goes down swinging. So here it is, the ALDS tomorrow. We got the Astros and the Twins and the Braves and Phillies, as well as the Dodgers and Diamondbacks. Also, the Rangers, if they do manage to blow this lead, which I don't think they will, but if they somehow do, they would also be playing tomorrow. So lots of baseball to be played tomorrow. As Evaldi throws a ball right there to Ryan O'Hearn. But yeah, that's lots of baseball left to be played, and the ALDS. I mean, you got a lot of potentially non-competitive series. As O'Hearn gets a piece of that ball, and it's going to drop into right field for a base hit. So the Orioles usually have been getting a guy on per inning, getting about a hit per inning, and there's Ryan O'Hearn getting a hit right there. So yeah, there you go. But a lot of baseball he played. The Astros and the Twins, 2-1. Twins will be facing elimination tomorrow. D-backs have absolutely dominated the Dodgers, and then the Phillies and Braves. That's actually a very good series. 1-1 between two division rivals heading to Philadelphia for that one. That should be obviously very entertaining. Philadelphia baseball. That's a big swing and a miss from Hayes. But yeah, Nathan Evaldi has been pitching a great game tonight, and The Orioles are just not hitting the ball. They're down 6-0, and they need to stop swinging for the fences and swinging at these pitches early, and instead look to try to do what O'Hearn did and get guys on base. As that one, Hayes might have gone around, and they say that he did, so it'll be 0-2 on two pitches that weren't even in the zone. Rangers looking to get through 4 innings of shutout baseball. Crowd is on their feet tonight. And he went around on that one. Strike 3. Evaldi, another great inning. We hit to the bottom of the 4th. 6-0 Rangers. Nasty Nate is absolutely filthy tonight. But yeah, nothing else to really say about the Baltimore Orioles right now. They are just playing horrible. And as for the Texas Rangers, talking about Chris Young, their GM. He's been with the club for a couple years. We know this. He's been there a few years. He obviously was John Daniels' replacement. John Daniels had his moments. But Chris Young has been a guy who's spent money. He's taken full advantage of this new stadium and this new, opportunity to spend a lot of money. And the Rangers have been very aggressive with Chris Young as their GM. They've been super aggressive making these moves. They're a team that's consistently a name for some of the top free agents, especially the last 2 years. I mean, you had Marcus Semien and Corey Seager. That's 2 huge, huge signings right there. And then last offseason, signing Jacob deGrom. Obviously, that didn't work out too well in year 1, but that was a long-term signing, and you're hoping deGrom will be dominant for the next 2 years when he comes back from that TJ. But not just that, underrated moves as well. I mean, I'm not exactly sure when did Chris Young get here. Let me look that up real quick, just so that I don't give proper credit. Give proper credit to him and John Daniels, because John Daniels also helped construct the current roster. Check this real quick, Rangers. 2020. So there were decisions made by the John Daniels group. I mean, the draft of, I believe, Josh Young was drafted. I don't know if it was Young's group that drafted Evan Carter, but obviously that was a big time decision. The Wyatt Langford pick was a pretty easy one to make, but still a good draft selection looking like right now. I mean, there's also been some other steals, getting Adolis Garcia on a low, getting Nathaniel Lowe on the team, who's been very good, getting Jonah Heim in that trade with the A's, and then who else? Obviously, the big signings, and then the trade deadline. The Rangers were super, super aggressive at the trade deadline, and it's paid off. I mean, the Rangers would not be in the position that they are in if they weren't the way they were at the deadline. Max Scherzer gave them a lot of quality starts before his injury, which was huge. They would not be in the same position, and they definitely wouldn't be in the same position if they didn't trade for Jordan Montgomery, who's probably been the team's best, most consistent pitcher over the last month. He has been great. So that is obviously massive. Food ready? Here we go. Seager up in a 1-1 count. In the dirt ball, too. See, also getting enrolled is Chapman, who obviously has had his ups and downs as a Texas Ranger, but he also pitched he had a big moment the other night against the Orioles. So they made a lot of moves. They were extremely aggressive at the deadline, and all of the props in the world to Chris Young for the way that he has managed this team and the way that he's constructed this roster. Meanwhile, the Orioles, they picked up two pitchers, Jack Flaherty, who came in relief the other day when things were getting ugly, and Shintaro Fujinami, who hasn't played, who isn't even on the roster. Seager is walking, and he'll be on base right here. So here comes Mitch Garver. Ball one here to Mitch Garver. Seager on first, one out. And Garver full extension. Don't even know why he even tried to hold up. You swung at that. Garver ground ball to third. Henderson to second for one, and it's a double play to end the inning. Rangers lead 6-0 as we head to the fifth inning. There you go, man. At the end of the day, the Rangers, man, what a position that they are in right now. They've got themselves sitting very nicely. 6-0 lead. Only a few more innings to go. Here's they called that a strike. That was off the plate, no doubt, to Cedric Mullins. Strike one. Evaldi here for the top of the fifth inning. Bottom of the order up for Baltimore as Mullins will foul that one off. It'll be strike two. The Rangers are in a very good position right now. Only a few outs away from the American League Championship Series. Well, I mean, they got, I guess not a few outs. There's some outs. There's some work to do, but they're in a good spot. 6-0 lead is very, very nice. 0-2 pitch down in low. 1-2 now. One, two. High and away, now 2-2. Evaldi has been a big time postseason guy, 5-3 record with a 2.9 ERA. He's been an elite postseason guy. As Mullins lines this one into right, Garcia coming in on it, makes the catch. One away. Westberg hits one into left field, and that's going to be a base hit. Here is Frazier. Adam Frazier takes that one inside for ball one. Evaldi has thrown 15 of 18 first pitch strikes today. That has been the key as he's down 2-0 here to Frazier. But that's been the key for Evaldi tonight is he has just been really, really efficient and accurate early in the count. He's been getting ahead of these Orioles hitters, and that's been the key. This is like one of the first times all night that he's been down like 2-0. Here is the pitch from Nathan Evaldi to Adam Frazier. And that is going to hit the corner perfectly for a strike. Frazier with a ground ball. Low will not be able to make a play on it. 2-2 count as it goes foul. And Evaldi, 33 years old. He's up there in age, man, but he's a guy who's still pitching at a high level. And hopefully with reinforcements on the way, with Max Scherzer hopefully coming back, John Gray, Rangers should have a lot more depth in that pitching staff. 2-2. Ground ball hits Evaldi. He's going to throw to first. He looked at second for a second, but then he just goes to first and gets the sure out. And now it'll be 2 outs and a man on second for Baltimore. Here in the top of the fifth, 2 outs, and Gunnar Henderson at the plate, the Orioles star rookie. Runner in scoring position, where the Orioles have struggled a lot in this series with those runners in scoring position. So they're going to need a big Gunnar Henderson moment. Gunnar lines one into right field. That's a base hit. Adolis is going home. Play at the plate, and he'll be safe, and the Orioles have their first run of the day. So Gunnar Henderson getting in a run, and the Orioles have a run now. They've gotten on the board as here comes Mike Maddox, the pitching coach for this Rangers team, to talk with Evaldi. All right, here we go. Here. Oh, they're going to call a ball on that. Pitch looked like it hit the zone in a good spot. Adley Rutschman, who's 1 for 10 in this series and 0 for 2 today. Trying to make something happen here. Swinging a foul ball from Adley Rutschman and a 1-1 count here. One count to Adley. And that ball is fouled off. 1-2 count here. Is food ready? That's good. Here's a 1-2 count here to Adley Rutschman. Evaldi trying to go 5 innings here. He's at 68 pitches. Very solid pitch count. And Rutschman going to stay alive here. So Adley Rutschman doing a great job staying alive, making this at-bat interesting. And Evaldi is definitely having to sweat here to get out the Orioles' best player. He hasn't been their best player in this series. Arguably, it's probably been like Aaron Hicks, Jorge Mateo. I don't know if either of those guys are in the lineup tonight. And of course, Gunnar. 1-2 count. Rutschman with a pop-up into foul territory, and I think this one's just going to go into the seats. One, two count here. And he gets a piece of it. It's going to go. Oh, just foul. Oh, that's a huge break for the Rangers there. As Rutschman hit that ball just foul. I mean, then again, you have two umpires down this third baseline. That's about as close as it's going to get to being a fair foul ball. But again, you got multiple pairs looking at this from a different angle each. One-two count. Can Evaldi retire Rutschman after the near close one? Rutschman fouls it off again. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Rutschman battling all day. And Evaldi will go back to first, trying to pick off Gunnar Henderson. Maybe just trying to mess with Rutschman's tempo here. This at bat has gone on for quite a while. Swinging a grounder up the middle. Simeon got him. Inning over. Orioles get a run back, but nothing more as Evaldi continuing to pitch a good game. All right, so here we go. We're in the bottom of the fifth. Rangers leading 6-1 after the Orioles did manage to get a run back. Adoli's 2 for 2 today. And that's outside. Now it's 2-0 count. Adolis swinging fouls it off 2-1 count. Adolis is another foul ball. I kind of like this little graphic that they have. I mean, Adolis Garcia, that bomb, 108 exit velo off that bat. The MLB average is 104, so that was an absolute bomb. And it's 2-2 here to Adolis Garcia. But I like the cool little pixelated kind of little animated graphic there. 2-2 count to Garcia. And Gibson will throw it and pitch. This time, Adolis is retired for the first out of the inning. Rangers offense this postseason, including tonight's numbers, they're averaging about 6 runs a game, hitting around 300 as a team with 6 home runs, 22 extra base hits, and 11 two-out runs. This is a Rangers offense that has been arguably the best in baseball from top to bottom. When healthy, this lineup is really, really hard to stop. And especially as Evan Carter at the plate here, 1-0 count. He's the guy who's a hard out. I love Evan Carter. He's been so good in these playoffs. But top to bottom, this lineup is absolutely elite for the Rangers. Evan Carter and everyone else. Corey Seager, Marcus Semien, Evan Carter. As Evan Carter, speak of the man, he flares it out to short, and that will be caught for the second out of the inning. But yeah, from top to bottom, this lineup has been elite. They were incredible the first half of the season. Started to struggle a little bit. Were a little inconsistent. I mean, they have the offensive explosion and power to just absolutely go off and score 10 runs and or score 5 or 6 runs in an inning. They have that explosiveness throughout the lineup. Lots of power, a good combination of power, speed, some speed as it's a ball too. Jonah Heim. I mean, you got power guys like Heim and Garcia. Heim, Garcia, Garver, those guys. And you also got the good, very elite hitters like Seager and Simeon, Evan Carter as Heim takes that down 2-0. Josh Young's got a crazy amount of power. Nathaniel Lowe. And Bruce Bochy in his career is 14-5 in potential series clinching games. Bruce Bochy's a manager who knows how to get his team in the right spots and puts them in good situations. And he's been big for the Rangers as Heim's going to send now out to center field. Mullen's going to come in on this one, make the catch, and the inning is over. So there you go. We're into the top of the 6th inning, and the Rangers lead 6-1. So there you have it. It's Bruce Bochy doing a great job in his first year as the Rangers manager, and they're looking like they're probably going to be in the ALCS hopefully pretty soon. Huge. Huge, huge, huge. Obviously, going to talk about Corey Seager and how that ball is flared and snagged by Seager. One away in the top of the sixth. That's what you got to say, man. Corey Seager was so elite for the Dodgers in that 2020 season. Here is Ryan Mountcastle. He takes that on the outside corner for a strike. So Ryan Mountcastle and the Orioles they've not had a good night, and Nathan Eovaldi pitching an amazing game so far. 0-1 count, and did Mountcastle go around? They say he did. 0-2. Mountcastle's had some free swingers tonight, and he has not been good. Since 2022, a starter with 6+ innings pitched in their postseason start. 24-5, and team goes 29-8. When a starter goes 6+ innings, 6 innings deep into a game, usually that's obviously a very good sign for the team, for that team. As Evaldi gives up a ground ball, low mix a nice play, toss it over to first, and Evaldi will make the play 2 down. So Bruce Bochy feeling good. We'll see what the Rangers end up doing with their bullpen here in the later innings, but it's been up and down season for these Texas Rangers. They've had a lot of rough stretches. I mean, they've been inconsistent. They've been swept a lot in a lot of series. They've had some rough moments, but I mean, as of right now, in the MLB playoffs, there's not really a team hotter than the Texas Rangers, who have now lost a postseason game. Yeah, dinner ready? Mm-hmm. You want salsa? What do you mean? On your tacos? Like the green stuff? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Just cheese and salsa? Yes, sir. 1-0 count here to Ryan O'Hearn. And with 2 outs in the sixth inning, Evaldi's pitch to O'Hearn. That catches the outside corner. It'll be 1-1. This is the Rangers' moment, man. They've been struggling for a long time, and it feels so good. Looking at Nathan Eovaldi, we talked about how incredible he was in the start of the season, 11-3, 2.6 in ERA. But his last 6 starts leading into this postseason were not good. This is the ground ball to Seager. He'll throw it to first, and the inning is over. 6 innings of run ball for Nathan Eovaldi. Have yourself a freaking night, my man. And I gotta say, I mean, at the end of the day, there's not much you can say other than that Nasty Nate is here and the Rangers are here, man. Nothing else you can say. What a night for this franchise. They've been struggling for years. They're finally back in these playoff games and they're making it happen. And I mean, not they haven't lost a playoff game yet. It's that simple. They haven't. They're playing so well right now. Low. Fly ball to right. Back at the wall. Gone. Seven one. That Nathaniel Lowe with the big home run. And Young sends one to left field. And Mullins has got it. Oh. So ball one there to Varys. What a snag over there at first base for the second out of the inning. 2 outs here in the bottom of the sixth. Great job here by first base. I think this is Ryan Mountcastle who makes a great snag on the hop. Two outs, and that pitch will be outside to Marcus Semien. So the Rangers, man, 7-1 lead. They got a nice little touchdown on the board with the PAT from Nathaniel Lowe this inning. Here's Semien. Sends a pop-up out into the infield, and this one will get to right field, actually. Santander will make the catch. We head to the seventh inning with the Rangers leading 7-1. Nathaniel Lowe giving them some even more insurance. And the Texas Rangers are only a few outs away from the American League Championship Series. All right, here we go. Top of the seventh, Evaldi. I want him to get out of this inning just so that he can have that little standing ovation. He's in a full count against Austin Hayes right now. Full count pitch. Got him on the corner, strike three. Fly ball from Mullins out to left field. Evan Carter, 2 away. An Evaldi standing ovation is deserved. You can get this final out here. Here is Jordan Westberg. Fouls it off. Oh, 2 count. One, two now. Fouled off again on the 1-2. Pitch outside now, 2-2. Two in the dirt. Now it's a full count. Full count pitch. Popped up foul. Here is the full count pitch. Fouled off again. Evaldi. He's at 95 pitches. Trying to get out of this. Everyone in the stands is on their feet. And Westberg will not go away. Evaldi throwing a 97. That's good to see that Evaldi still got a good fastball here in the later innings. Three-two fouled off again. 98th pitch of the game for Evaldi. Swing and a miss. Strike three. Give Evaldi his standing ovation, Texas. Mad Max. It's the Mad Max. It's the Mad Max. We are back. DL Hall in the game here. We update the scoreboard real quick. 2 outs. Evan Carter. One out count to Carter. Takes on for a strike. Y'all listen, man. What a day it is to be a Rangers fan. 6 outs away from the ALCS. High and away for Evan Carter. Aroldis Chapman warming up in the Rangers bullpen. It'll be 2-2 here. So, there we go, man. What a night it's been. Few more outs. It's been an electric night at Globe Life Field. Nathan Eovaldi having himself a day when the Rangers needed a big-time performance from him the most. Carter fouling off the pitch. Child's play. First 2 rookies in MLB history to reach base safely 12 times in their first 4 career postseason games. Corbin Carroll and Evan Carter. 2 young guys who are just unbelievable baseball players. Obviously, I give all the credit and props in the world to Corbin Carroll. He's a great player. As Carter takes that one full count. Oh, I was right. Oh my goodness. Full count here. But, yeah, that is a guy. Both these young guys are futures of their franchises and guys who are both incredible players. Here's the full count pitch to Carter, and he'll ground that one foul. I mean, there is not a guy who is as tough. There are not many guys out there who are tough as an out as Evan Carter. A guy who can hit for power, who can hit it into the gap and has a lot of speed. A guy who just is a baseball player. And he'll work your pitcher, he'll work your count all day long. Full count pitch to Evan Carter here. And he got the outside corner for strike 3. And that will end the inning. Carter thought it might have been a little outside. We'll head to the 8th inning. The Rangers leading 7-1. Evaldi got his curtain call tonight too, man. All right, Aroldis Chapman in the game to face Jorge Mateo, who's pinch hitting, and Chapman fires in a strike there on the first pitch. And that's outside. So hopefully we'll see what kind of Aroldis Chapman we get today. Will we get the streaky, erratic Chapman, or will we get the elite Chapman who's throwing strikes and getting people out? 1-1 count from Chapman to Mateo. And a swing and a miss. 1-2 count. Is what you envisioned Aroldis Chapman doing. Pitching in high leverage situations like this.